Hello and welcome to a Tribal Wars video. This week is Modern Tribal Wars and I am playing with the Warriors.
Warriors, come up to play!
So this deck is an attempt to take advantage of the exert mechanic. When one of the creatures attacks, you may exert it. It gets a bonus, but it doesn't untap any next untap step. So we've got Glorybound Initiate, becomes a 4/4 with lifelink. Nefcrop Entangler, becomes a 3/3 with trample. Devoted Crop Mate, returns type creature card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. Combat Solerant, gives another attack step and untaps all your creatures. And Resolute Survivors deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. So to try and bypass the limits of exert, we've got Herald of Dromoka to give all the warriors vigilance. Always Watching gives us vigilance, and so does a Johnny Goldmane. The -1 gives everything vigilance. There's also got Kikijiki, which primarily is here to combo with Combat Celebrant. You make a copy of Combat Celebrant, attack and exert it, and that untaps the Kikijiki and gives you an extra attack step, so you can get infinite attack steps, which is usually enough to kill the opponent. It also, even if it doesn't combo, you can just Kikijiki anything with exert to get an exert trigger, so return a creature with Crop Mate or just get a bit of damage in. We've also got Sting Scourger, which is a warrior where enters the battlefield, return type creature and opponent controls to its own hand. And Crater Maker, Goblin Crater Maker, you can sacrifice, deal 2 damage or destroy a colourless non-land permanent. They're primarily there for Devoted Crop Mate, just extra ways of ensuring they've got 2 CMC creatures in the graveyard. And then rounding it out, it's just some Lightning Bolts and Path to Exiles, for obvious reasons. I've been wanting to make a good exert deck since it was released in Amonkhet, which is quite a while ago now, and to be honest I'm not really sure I've succeeded with this deck. My main concern is the cards. The exert cards are not that good if you haven't got some way of giving them vigilance. So if the synergies don't come together, the deck is fairly mediocre, and even when they do come together, the deck's not that powerful, barring the Kikijiki Combat Celebrant combo. So I'm not really sure it'll be able to keep up with the other cards in Modern, but we'll see what happens. I might surprise myself. You never know. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, here we are for round 1. I am on the play versus Kumagoro, and this is a bit of an awkward hand with 3/3 drops. But I've got some removals, some lands, so I'm going to keep it. Well, at least looks like something worth bolting. Question is whether to just fetch a Foundry tapped and bolt on my turn. No, it's probably worth taking the 2 life to, if I draw a 2-drop, to be able to play it. Oh well, no such luck. Another bird. Definitely not going to path that. And a Bogle. nothing for the crop mates to get, and the Celebrant will just trade with the Bogle, so I guess I'll play the Survivors. Migratory Great Horn. Whenever it mutates, search for a library for a basic land card. So it's a 3/4 hex brief now. I think I'll just attack without exerting and play a combat Celebrant. Please can, assuming this doesn't get any more mutated, it could at least trade with the Great Horn. When it enters the battlefield, double the power of each other creature you control until end of turn. Gain vigilance. Okay. So I'm getting hit for well, it's still just a 6/4. So I guess I'll just block it. Do I want to path Ronus? I'm just trying to figure out. I think the Ronus gets put third from the top, and then no, it's a triggered ability rather than a replacement effect. So right. All right, let's find out. I think Kuma will be able to search, and then yeah, it's a triggered ability. I was hoping that the God would be put third from the top, and then Kuma would search for a land and shuffle it away, but that's not how it works. So the Ronus is second from the top. Just using the grazer. guess I just attack with everything. I think Kuma will have to trump everything, or else next turn I can just exert and deal 3 damage via the survivors. There's Ronus. But I don't think that. Yeah, nothing stops the. Nothing that will stop the survivors from killing Kuma. So that wasn't a super impressive draw from me, but it was just Kuma's draw was even slightly more unimpressive than mine. Alright, well I've got a combo and some earlier stuff as well. I'm not sure how useful the Goblin Crater Maker is actually going to be. The only thing I've seen that you can do anything to so far is Birds of Paradise. Bird, although still a couple of turns before Crater Maker can kill it, so it might be too late to be relevant anyway. Surplus to requirement Kikijiki. The bird is becoming a shark. When it mutates, you may return target creature an opponent controls to its own hand. Okay. Well, there's the 5th land I needed. Oh, this thing's got flying, so I don't know, probably doesn't matter what I play. Seems like it might just be a case of hoping that Kuma doesn't have enough power to kill me before I get to the combo and doesn't have any interaction. Reach, trample, when it mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment opponent controls. But it's still only a 4/4, so not too much pressure yet. It will be a problem if he's got another mutate creature next turn to bounce the Celebrant. go for it though. So 7 points of damage. And then another 2 from the 2 fetch lands. Not quite enough to kill me though. Definitely would not like to pay 2 life there. Like a mountain, please. Create save and save targets. Exert on exert. Attack and exert, just attack. I suppose this is a bit unnecessary, but just attack with all. Slightly more click intensive than the regular Kiki combo, but it works all the same. Round 2 time. I'm again on the play versus Jack Slagle, and I've got some 2 drops and both a devoted crop mate and something that works with it, so keep that. And Jack has mulligan down to 6. Rakdos Cackler. Is this Devil again? I think I faced Jack Slagle in a couple of my previous videos, and I think he was playing Devil each time. So the question is, Glorybound Initiate or Nef Crop Entangler? Glorybound Initiate is obviously better, so it's a question of whether I want to take the risk of putting the better creature into harm's way or not, or I could just play the Nef Crop and then trade with the Rakdos Cackler. Yeah, I think I'll go for that. I mean, if he's playing a Bone Heavy Devil deck, there's a reasonable chance that whatever I play will just get killed anyway, so... Yep, Searing Blaze. No 3rd land, unfortunately. Ugh, another Searing Blaze. At least it only does 1 damage. But that is still enough to kill the Glory Bound, obviously. Alright, I guess I'm using some removal spells this turn. Riftbolt gets exiled, and a Lava Spike. Pop the Cackler. And just play the Crop Mate, I suppose. I mean, I'm going down to 4, so I can exert the Crop Mate to get back the Glory Bound Initiate, but then it's done another turn before I can gain any life off it, so I might just be dead by that point. Yeah, there's a Lava Spike. And that is a Lightning Bolt. I guess I'll keep this. I've got 2 sources of life gain and sorts of, you know, admittedly a clunky removal spell, but a removal spell. Rakdos Cackler again. Think I'm going to do something similar to last game. You know, since it worked out so well for me. Just try and trade off the Entangler with the Cackler. I'd love to take 4 damage. Oh yeah. Still love that 4 damage. Not quite the land I wanted with an Always Watching in hand, but just play a Glory Bound Initiate regardless. Well, at least that's a Lightning Bolt not being pointed at my face. Riftbolt got exiled. I guess I'll play 2 Glory Bound Initiates, hopefully one of them will survive. And then if I can Always Watching next turn, be able to attack with for 5 points of life gain. At least 5 points, and that should be pretty good for me. Yeah, there goes one of the Initiates. Riftbolt got exiled. And a Lava Spike. Right. Imagine this Riftbolt will be forced to kill the Glory Bound Initiates. Yep. Gibbering Fiend. When it enters battle, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever each opponent's upkeep, there are 4 more card types when cards in your graveyard deals 1 damage to them. So, it's only 3 card types in graveyard at the moment. but I think I probably will just bolt it regardless. Well, maybe not. Crater Maker does, thanks to the always watching, is a 3-3. And I can always bolt it if the Jack manages to get another type in the graveyard. Oh, third land. Scary. That's not too bad for me. Right, well, maybe this Goblin Crater Maker can deal 15 damage before I die to burn. Bedlam Reveler. Well, then again, maybe not. Do crop mate, sure. Sin Prodder. Bring up your upkeep, reveal top card of your library. Yeah, and then I can choose to put it into the graveyard, but I take damage equals to its CMC for doing so. And that is now a 4th card type with the Arid Mesa. So I think what I'll do is sacrifice the Crater Maker to kill the Gibbering Fiend. That's not an ideal draw. Alright then, prod the Sin Prodder back. Exert the Crop Mate. Get back in Initiate. Hopefully this is trading off rather than prowessing it away. Okay. Just another land, that's alright. And a Searing Blaze, that's a lot less alright. That is not an ideal draw. Okay, just another Bloodstained Mire from the opponent. Ugh. Very likely dead at this point. Yeah, so I'm going down to 2 now. So I don't think there's any draws in my deck that will get me out of it. Yeah, that certainly won't do it. Round 3 time. I've won the on the dice roll again, because I'm very good like that. Playing against Mr. Mojo Rising. Yeah, this seems alright. Bit of interaction. Some exert creatures and a source of vigilance. It's basically what the deck does, or is supposed to do. Ooh, okay, this makes me think it's a restore balance deck. Which uses cascade spells to get a restore balance. This is always kind of frustrating to play against, because there's not really much you can do to play around it. It's I think my best option is just to play the play my both most aggressive creatures and try and put the opponent into range of a lightning bolt as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's great to Gargadon, so this can sacrifice artifacts, creatures or lands to make sure the restore balance completely destroys me. Don't think there's much point in trying to preserve my life total at all. And this looks like it's going to be a restore balance, yep. So I'm going to lose all my lands, all my creatures, and the opponent's going to discard one card. That was a Valley Ranit. Another beast that's mountain or forest cycles. Well, we forgot a land. Duskwood Baloth. Another Greater Gargamon getting exiled, getting suspended. Okay, would have preferred a land. I guess we should probably just start pointing this at face. I can't imagine that they're going to be able to kill anything out of this deck. Balos coming down next turn. And this looks like another restore balance, I guess. Yep. Guess I'll just ditch the 3 drops. Yeah, and then the Gargadon's going to come down. There's nothing I can draw to not be dead. This isn't going to do it. Well, not sure this will do it either, but I'm going to keep this hand. I guess Path to Exile's not likely to do anything. And Mr. Mojo, mulligan down to 5. There's a border post. Trying to decide. Yeah, I think it's better not to exert that. This would be. I mean, I'll do slightly less damage if there's a restore balance coming next turn, but I'm in a horrible position if there's a restore balance next turn anyway, so I don't think it really matters that much to play around it. Dirkwad Bailoff got suspended. And another field post, or border post rather. And a third one. Yeah, I guess I just attack for 6. Start throwing lightning bolts at face. Gargadon's exiled. And it looks like this is going to be restore balance. Alright, bolt to the face. Keep things that cost less than 3. Oh, or discard things that cost less than 3.
I feel like a idiot.
Awesome. Huh. If only I'd kept some cards that I could cast with this amount of lands, I might be in okay shape. Okay, well, this is going to be an instant speed restore balance, isn't it? Alright. This is the Greater Gargaman coming down. And he's not going to save me.